Last week we have discussed about some basics, very essential, the vital, okay, some factors related to innovation management. And if I summarize that into a single slide, as we have discussed that day, I believe you can remember this. 4 I's, okay? Ideas, imaginations, initiatives, and together results innovations, okay? Ideas, imagination, initiations, and innovation. So this is very important, okay? We call this 4I. We call this 4I, and we have developed this, how this 4I appears. So I mentioned your seed. Seed. You know seed. Seed. Example. Let's say there are huge trees. Let's say some fully grown jack tree. The seed of that jack tree, see how small the seed, but this seed seed has the potential. Okay, seed has a potential to grow into a huge tree. Okay, that's why we call this seed. So 4I is the seed of innovation. Okay, seed of innovation. And for this 4I, the other essentials are this knowledge and exposure, interest and thinking. Okay, so this 3 supports for 4I: ideas, imaginations, and initiatives. So this all together forms the innovation, the centerpiece here. That is the innovation. Okay, so this is, we call it innovation. So you can notice this. So this is very important. Okay, this is very important. So after that we will see some other things supportive for this. Okay, some other things supportive for this. As you see here, knowledge and exposure is very essential, because if you have no knowledge on anything in any particular area or application or something, if you have no knowledge, there is no possibility for innovation. There is no possibility for innovation. That is phenomenal, because if innovation is a result or an effect, to make that happen, part of this creating that cause is knowledge and exposure, or knowledge and experience, or we call this knowledge. Okay, so managing this knowledge is very, very important. We call this knowledge management. So we will be learning into knowledge management as well. Okay, So knowledge, when it comes to knowledge, so I mentioned that in organizations, not only in organizations, sometimes in generations, okay, there are undocumented knowledge also possible, but that knowledge is well existing. That knowledge is well existing. Sometimes, you know, some traditional local medications may be passing from generation to generation. There are families who are practicing traditional medications. Some they may have documented this Ola leaves and all Puskolopod, but some no such. But tradition continues. So knowledge is there at any moment with that generation, the present generation. So we call this undocumented but imported knowledge, we call it tacit knowledge. Tacit knowledge. Yes. So these are preserved within the societies. Okay. By practicing or maybe by memorizing. Okay. So that is undocumented. Okay. Undocumented knowledge. Okay. So to be preserved, to be preserved within the societies. Preserved means to be, make alive. Okay, within the societies itself. Societies or organizations. Within the societies, within the organizations. This tacit knowledge, this undocumented. But there is something knowledge there. Yes. So this one to be made alive, okay, to be made alive. If this knowledge is not alive, this will be forgotten. And then one day we will lose this knowledge, okay. That's why tacit knowledge is very important, okay. So anyway, you can see this knowledge and knowledge management is extremely important when it comes to innovation. Okay. So this says this. Okay. This diagram says this. So knowledge and experience is really the foundation. There can be other factors as well, but this is the very important. Okay. So let's say today one example we will see. Managing knowledge, okay, managing knowledge and innovations, okay. So managing innovations, in managing innovations, the knowledge management, the knowledge and idea management. Okay, so ideas. Yes, you can remember here. Idea comes, knowledge comes. So now we are considering this knowledge and idea management. Okay, knowledge and idea management. Because ideas should be based on this knowledge, okay? So this knowledge should be experiential. Sometimes maybe documented. Sometimes research-based. That's why you do the literature survey and all when it comes to some new projects. Why you are doing literature survey? Because you need to have some knowledge, okay, on that project. So research-based work, past research work. So when you do literature survey, you can get some knowledge, okay. So research-based and also experiment-based, okay. Anyway, research-based is enough, okay. Experiential, documented, research-based, okay, etc. Okay, etc. So, and also research and development. Based, previous research and development based, also possible, okay, knowledge. So, to generate ideas, yes, knowledge is very important, okay, knowledge and interest and thinking leads to ideas. How can I say that? This is the one, okay, this is the one. So if I take this, okay, if I take this is something like a masterpiece we have developed. Let's say yes, to appear knowledge and ideas, okay, yes. If you look into this, okay, you can see that generating ideas, one of the eyes here, of course, is a result of knowledge and exposure. Exposure means it's also knowledge. Let's say that is knowledge and experience, or experiential knowledge. Totally, this is knowledge. And your interest and the thinking. So knowledge, interest. Without these two, of course, no thinking. And your thinking leads to ideas. So in this four, I said idea is one of the eyes, okay, leads to ideas. So this one, you cannot memorize this, okay, you cannot memorize this, but you can reflect within yourself based on your experience of creativities, okay, and idea generations, or you can feel that this knowledge, interest and thinking on any of your approaches leads to ideas, okay, leads to ideas, okay. Actually, not only ideas, even imaginations and initiations all can be appeared, okay, but ideas is important, okay, ideas is important. So I'm not going to define what idea means, but anyway, in this thought processes of Even knowledge, you need the thought process. Interest is a kind of motive based on your thought process, thinking. So finally, you may have some thoughts that have some initiatives, possible initiatives, or maybe possible clues. Okay, possible clues. Okay, maybe possible solutions are there, can be. Okay, so ideas, so generally leads to actions, outcomes, both. Okay, but anyway, generating ideas important. This can be managed. We should manage this idea generation. Yes, because if you are focusing a problem or anything, this should be managed. Okay, so this idea generation should be managed. That is part of the knowledge management, and that is part of not knowledge but innovation management. Okay, part of innovation management is managing the ideas. Yes, idea generations, okay, should be managed, which means we have to get the best ideas, okay, the most practical, feasible, effective ideas should be generated. Okay, that's right. So managing ideas is very important when it comes to, okay, innovation management. Okay, managing idea means the idea generation should be managed. Okay, this is very important. Let's say if you are looking into a new slide here, not to say new, but I'm copying a similar one. Let's see, to manage ideas, to manage ideas. So if we need to have the proper effective idea generations, yes, we have to manage the knowledge. Also, we have to manage with the knowledge. We have to motivate, means we have to manage the interest. This together can create some form of, okay, thought processes leading to ideas. Okay, so this three leading to ideas. Okay, not only the ideas, even that leads to imaginations as well. So even that can lead to initiatives. So altogether results innovation. Okay, so here what we can do is managing ideas. Yes, that is very important. So that's why the knowledge and exposure should be given with the focus of getting the right outcomes of ideas. Okay, getting the right outcomes of ideas. That is very important. Okay, so to get this ideas, this should be managed very well. Okay, this should be managed very well. This should be managed very well. Yes. That's why many of the cases, so even before starting the projects or innovations, some they give, maybe they conduct workshops, give some exposure, new knowledge. Sometimes field visits, specific trainings, then case studies with the right focus. Okay, and sometimes even undergoing special trainings, okay, and courses, you can see. So that's how we are bringing in this new knowledge. Okay, yes, so when you have this, and other than this, okay, other than this, some maybe literature surveys, reviewing past work, okay, even study competitors, products, possible competitors' products, okay, and evaluating, hire the consultants. You can see a lot of things. So this all helps to improve this. Okay, this all helps to improve this, and there can be many. Okay, there can be many such. So all supports here. As a result, yes, seed of 4i appears, and one of this is ideas. Okay, even you have the pool of talents, new recruitments, new recruitments. So you can imagine this is with, give me a second, Buddha. Yes, Buddha. Okay. Yes. New recruitments. Sometimes even competitions. Yes, this is for the motivations and all. You can see a lot of strategies are possible. So you as managers or innovation management professionals in future, to create the background, to create the possibility to make the innovations happen. So to get the right ideas, effective ideas, you have to create the cause or you have to create the background. Okay, you have to create the background. So there are ways and means. That's why we call these ideas should be managed. When ideas are managed, of course, together comes the imaginations. Okay, and of course, other resource supports for initiatives. Resource supports for initiatives. Okay, lot of things are there. So this is very important. But in Sri Lanka, when it comes to innovations and idea managements, so Sri Lanka is not doing that well. Okay, Sri Lanka is not doing that well. Many people's good ideas are not that respected or are unheard. Okay, but here you can see the direction here. So create this seed. After managing this, you have the seeds, and ideas are one of that. So you can feel that, yes, ideas should be managed. Okay, that is very important. Ideas should be managed. So ideas should be managed. Let me tell you the ongoing example. One ongoing example. Even to solve problems, I think innovative ways maybe. Now we have this, how to say, this president, current president has an initiative of what we call the visiting villages. He visits villages, the remote areas. I cannot remember the name of the program. And then he listened to, okay, the president listened to the problems of the villagers. And then even he's asking the solutions from the villagers, the village people. So they receive the problems, they receive the ideas, means as ideas as the solution, and they discuss it and finally outline what to do. And the government officials are directed to carry out the work. Yes. So there you can see that it is totally managing ideas, that president's program, visiting villages. Okay. It is very innovative when you look into this way. But basically, if you have no idea of this, you think that yeah, president is going to villages, he discuss the matters, meet the people and all, and maybe officials, they direct the solutions or whatever. But in deeper there is understand the problems of this remote village people, and once problem understand, the solutions appears as ideas they discuss on, and then come out the solutions, means what to do, and then the other officials, they have to decide how to make it, the solutions. Okay, how to do that, how to provide them, how to make it, because solutions are identified. See, even this is dialogue with the village. So dialogue means what? Understanding their problems, mainly their concerns, and providing solutions. It is very nice, very nice. Okay, so it will be a very nice learning experience for all the officials and all. And later this will be in the policy levels as well, because that experience best. Okay, so nice. Yeah, we should appreciate that one, because I feel that it's about managing ideas. Okay, managing ideas, and lot of, let's say, the connectivity is very strong, because president listen, he listen, and the officials also listen, together understand, with the villagers together, all are together. See, that's why. So it's a kind of brainstorming. Okay, brainstorming sessions are ongoing. Brainstorming. Okay, so that word appears here. So let me put this. Brainstorming. Because simple thing could be a massive thing for someone else. Brainstorming. Brainstorming. That's a Sinhala name for this. They call this, I think Sinhala, in Sinhala words, they call this Buddhi Kalambane, storm. Yes, Buddhi Kalambane. So here instead of brain, here the Buddhi. Okay, Buddhi. Buddhi means it's related to knowledge as well. Okay, it's related to knowledge and wisdom. So brainstorming. So we call it Buddhi Kalambane. Okay, because somehow awakening the sleeping minds, okay, with ideas and all, for a purpose. Okay, brainstorming. Brainstorming is the standard word, but the Sinhala word, that is quite okay. Okay. Yes. So it's related with knowledge. Buddhi means, yes, related to knowledge. Yes. Okay. Thinking. Okay. So that's how it is. So we are learning this. So we realize that brainstorming is very important. Okay. Then come to the new slide. So you have brainstorming session. Brainstorming. So then with the brainstorming generates ideas. Okay. Generates ideas. So you have a lot of ideas can be. Then after that, you may need some refinements, filtrations, and all. Okay, refining, filtrations, and all them. The refining of ideas. Then you will have initiatives. Initiatives out of that. Okay. Finally, solutions. What solutions? Innovative solutions appears. Yes. Okay. And appears means became real. So these are not big things. Okay. These are not big things, but you can generally feel this is something a workable one. Yes. So, of course, the brainstorming session. So, brainstorming. So, this is became this talking about the dialogue with the village. Okay, I just put that as well. Dialogue with the village. Example. Okay, dialogue with the village. Dialogue with the village. So, okay, dialogue with the village. Very nice. Okay, dialogue with the village. So this initiative is, of course, good. Okay, this is a case study. Yeah, this is a case study. a case study. So this is how the things come. Okay, so before everything, in the dialogue with the village, the very first thing comes either problems or sometimes they talk about opportunities. Sometimes they talk about development. Sometimes maybe the, yes, let's say development in many aspects, okay? So they talk about problems, they talk about opportunities, they talk about developments. Maybe they talk about some concerns. And even they talk about issues, maybe. Okay? So they may talk about everything. Okay? And finally, the solution appears. So solution is what? Give me a second. Okay? Finally, the solutions appears. By right. Okay? By right. The solutions. So instead of problems, solutions. Yes. Opportunities created. Development. This one directed. Okay. And concerns, issues all. Okay, related to solutions. Okay. So this will come. Solutions all. So you can see solutions, opportunities, development, innovations would be the final ones. And all would be innovations. Okay, all would be innovations. So I would say this is some innovation approach. Okay, some innovation approach. Okay, so you can say these things. Developments. So how about improvements? Okay, concerns and issues. Okay, concerns and issues. Good. So brainstorming takes place. Solutions comes. So you can say here, okay, you should understand this. So this something, a process is taken place. Okay, process is taken place. Okay, process is taken place. Mainly in this process, let's say, as we notice here, brainstorming, refining ideas, see, idea generation. Then the next, initiatives. Okay, then come the initiative phase. Yes. Then comes the realization, the solutions comes here. So finally you have the results. Okay, so let's say here comes ideas and okay, even some imaginations. So next stage comes initiatives, we call initiations. Yes, because we have to act, have to be practical, you know, not only documents, but we have to initiate something. Then finally, innovative solutions, innovations. Appears. Okay, innovations appears. So it is very nice. Okay, so there is a process always. It is managed well. So well managed process is important. So let me talk a little bit about this. Dialogue with the village. It is good. But let's say if you didn't notice all the opportunities, yes, all the feasible developments, okay, all the necessary improvements, if these are not complete, if you recognize all this, because this is very important. If you don't recognize the concerns, issues, opportunities correctly, if you don't recognize this correctly and completely, your solutions are not so complete. That's why. So that's why it is very important, even during brainstorming session. Okay, not only receiving this, so there should be something like, okay, reviews. Okay, reviews. So you can have reviews. Here you should review this. Also here you should receive this. Yes, this is very important. Okay, this is very important. That's why we call it two-way, not only one way. So similar way, receiving feedbacks, reviewing, very important. Even here, also important. Redefining of ideas. So this idea generation is extremely important. Once generated, because this is the singular, unique opportunity, maybe your initiatives. Okay. Then after that, probably the innovations will come. Because once make decisions, those will go ahead. Yes. And your concerns towards outlining the solutions. And then finally, concerns all will be addressed. Okay. All should be addressed. Okay. I don't know whether putting one. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. This is very important. Okay. This is very important. And don't think this is that standard approach, but your 4I is here. Your 4I is here. The basics. Okay. The basics, the 4I is here. So without having this comprehensive 4I, your solutions may not be that solid. Okay. So opportunities. That's why there should be tools. Tools here. Okay. Not to say tools for 4I, but of course, when the problems of the village address, but the officials, they have better seeing of social aspects. They have better seeing of economic aspects. They should better see, okay, environmental aspects, eco aspects. Okay, so socio-economic, environmental aspects. They should see sustainable aspects. Yes, and other than solving the village problems, officials should be able to give something more. Okay, so that's why it is very important to have the knowledge, okay, to apply 4I. So we call this tools, maybe tools. You know that you can manage 4I, but yes, you need something, tools like we will improve the social, economic, environment, peace, sustainability. Okay, so social means generating employments, job securities, education for all, health. So you can say that even bring these talents, okay, and give the talents better opportunities. So you can say, so this is, so far this may be one way. Yes. So far this may be one way. But to assure that if you can revive this, if you can review this, not you and me, but they review this. It is very important. Okay, it is very important. That's why you should be knowledgeable. Okay, knowledge management is very, very important. So even those who are going for this, if they don't have this knowledge and exposure, the appropriate knowledge and exposure, those officials, Utala, give me a second. Those officials, they cannot contribute effectively, because finally knowledge matters. So we will come to the same point after that. Okay, give me a second. Back to the same. You can say that finally the knowledge works. Appropriate knowledge, okay, that is very important. So I hope you can understand that people can have any positions. People can have any positions, but if they are short of knowledge, okay, if they have short of knowledge, or if they are not exploring the knowledge for the betterment of the community, I think that's a sad story. You know, that would be a sad story. That's why this knowledge is extremely important. This is the issue. Those who have lack of knowledge, they think that they are the most knowledgeable. So what to do? There are cases, you know, they think they are the most knowledgeable. So from where we can find the answers? Yes, for them they may be knowledgeable, but that knowledge is subjective. Okay, knowledge is subjective. That's why somehow it's our responsibility to have the right knowledge for us to contribute, and it has no limit. Okay, because no one can be proud of his or her own knowledge. The reason is knowledge is so vast. Anytime you should be ready to receive the knowledge by some means. Okay, by some means. That is very important. And if you think that you are most knowledgeable, means your knowledge, yes, already the knowledge has something like, how to say, the lid is closed, there is a cap. Okay, no more knowledge can be received. Putala, interesting, this one, right? Very interesting. Quite understandable, but beyond that, this is quite important. So I'm emphasizing how important the knowledge. Yes, knowledge leads to ideas. Yes, but to manage ideas, knowledge should be properly managed. Okay, that's why. So you can have the good initiative, very innovative one with multi-level benefits. True. And from village to village, you are going with more experiences. So the village number 1 to number 100. Number 100 village may be more benefited, because officials, they have more knowledge and ideas. Anyway, that's how it is. Yes. So this is not about promoting anything, but this is a case study. I got this. Okay. And now we will say a little more about idea management or knowledge management. Okay, because when you address any concerns, any issues or opportunities with knowledge and with very good thoughtful aspects with 4I approach, that is innovation. Okay, that is innovation. Okay, that is innovation. There is no doubt about that. Okay, there is no doubt about that. Give me a second, Buddha. Give me a second. Please be patient, Buddha. I'm going to put a picture here. Okay. I'm going to put a picture. It has some relevancy, but this one is, I just got this from internet. We are going to learn about this. This is not clear. This is not clear. This leftmost. Ideas. Of course, knowledge-based. Brainstorming. So many ideas. Can be. Further, maybe a little bit. Filtrations. Refinements. Different states. Okay. So these are for the product developments, but anyway, for solution approaches, you can slowly think that finally you can see well consolidated ideas here. So this is like filtered, consolidated, firm ideas. Then go for initiatives. Okay, confirm it and initiative, and finally you will see outcomes. Finally you will see outcomes. Okay, we call this, there is a name with the shape, we call this funnel shape. Okay, this is, the shape is something like a funnel. Okay, so I will put some more such. See. So here, not like the previous one, you can see here, finally, these ideas refine, consolidate, and then it sees some results at the end. Okay, funnels. Starting with ideas. Okay, so here in this funnel, it starts with research. Okay, fine. It may be for research organizations, maybe those who are developing. Some more. Let me put it here. See. Again, you can see. Okay. So if you want to say this, it's difficult to see here. The letters were difficult to see, but you can see. Initially, more ideas. So finally, reduced, filtered, consolidate, refine, and finally you have the most effective ideas on which the initiatives are taken, and finally there is an outcome. There is an outcome. Okay? Finally there is an outcome. Means ideas, initially a lot. So we have to take all, because you cannot drop even a single idea with no reason. All must go through the funnel. Otherwise, the best idea might have dropped here. Imagine that's all. So generating all the ideas, very important. Okay, generating all the ideas, very important. So just take this one. Finally, it is like this. Okay, it is like this. That's why ideas matter. See the outcomes. It's like this. Through this. So this phase, you can see brainstorming. Okay, lot, generating ideas, refining all, and comes to initiative phase, and then your solution approaches, and finally you will see the results. So nice. So I put 4i aside. Okay, that's right. So to have very effective one, the knowledge is essential. So here it is about idea management, brainstorming, not about knowledge management. But in a true cases, upfront the idea management is the knowledge management. Okay? Upfront the idea management, the knowledge management should be there. If I take this, okay? If I take this, people must work on this. Must work on this. The reason is this one is the one that gives the directions and the effective approach. This looks very, very small. So this also, I don't know where this, we have to put this, but anyway, this is important. I think this recognizes your 4I approach. Very nice. Okay, that is very important. This is another one. Okay, you can see it's similar to the same. This is for product or the innovation. Product means not only the refrigerator like thing, this can be some bank solutions or whatever, the insurance solution, anything possible. Okay, or even this dialogue with the village. Okay, possible. Yes, that's why. So before going for such, it is essential to have the preparations. Okay, so I put another one here. This one. So, but this is different, and this is different. This is different. But all innovations, for sure. Okay, all should be innovation. So later we are going to explore this. Okay, later we are going to explore this, not today. So we call this innovation funnel. Can be this, can be this. Innovation funnel reflects some flow of the processes like this. So this is a flow here we put. So same way. So it is something like you can represent this with the funnel like thing. Okay. So that's what we are going to learn in the next session, not today, not today. So this one we call innovation funnel. So this should apply for this dialogue with the village as well. Okay, so generally it is something like this. Okay, if it is truly on this, This funnel is okay because this is something how we see it. Okay, so this is not just a book knowledge, but you can see similar stages are possible. See here, two ways anyway. The bigger things refine becomes small. Okay, refine becomes smaller. The initiatives and then solutions appears, and the results will be there. So it is something like, if I put so the stages from brainstorming, okay, from brainstorming. So this will be like this. Very nice. See, again it's a funnel shape. Okay, we can really have a funnel shape. Ideas until here. Okay, ideas until here. Yes, nice. After that, refining, you will go for the initiatives like this. So it's good. See, nearly our funnels. Have you seen this kind of funnels? Yes. The shape, it's like a funnel. That's all. Okay, funnel. So later I will show you different funnels in this innovation approaches. So I will go for the web. I will show you innovation funnels. So let me go for the screen. See, innovation funnels. See, funny models. You can see. Yes. So good. So this is more colorful one. Innovation funnel. This one. Oh, see. Business funnel, they call it. Okay. Again, related to the innovation funnel. You can look into this. Okay. Funnels. A lot. See all funnels. Funnels. Okay. So we will understand this. Funnels. Different funnels. Okay. So this comes like this and put in this shape, double funnel. See the funnel. Innovation funnels, true ones. Yes. So, like this. Okay. So knowledge about innovation funnel is important for innovation management. Okay, because the innovation should be managed. See. This is very nice. Subconscious exposure to communication. Actually, we are starting from that. Attention given to brand communication. Interest drawn towards communication. desire to experience brand, product acquisition, satisfaction, biased. So this is about something. Again, okay. So with a wider, okay, base, come with the focus, and finally, you will be on the outcomes, okay. Filter gate 1, filter gate 2, filter gate 3. What? Ideas. Okay, ideas. Or even can be the product designs or development, all related to concepts and ideas. Thank you, Bhutana. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here market launch. So this market launch, we will talk about this afterward because innovations has a strong linkage with commercial aspects. Okay, so this one later I will discuss. So this is just to show that there is a funnel-like phenomena taken place in innovation approaches. Okay, in innovation approaches. What happened if you don't think much? This is the case. Okay, maybe you will get one small idea. Let's say this one. So immediately go out here, okay, without looking at anything, okay, immediately goes out without looking at anything. So the best idea omitted. Yes, this is the situation. So immediately, I think the best is to put an arrow here instead of this. This way. Something. Got an idea? Yes. Yes. This is like just one idea. You have one idea here? Yes. One idea. Immediately shoots. And of course, some output will come. Okay, some output will be there for sure. This is the output. But all are neglected, so the best output is not there. So that's why that's the importance. So when you see that, if the brainstorming not taken proper, so your effort and energy all could be a waste. That has happened. Okay, that has happened in many cases. That has happened. So very important, Putha, this one. So the importance of this. So if you take everything into consideration, see, you're covering full. See, you are covering full. See how good. You are covering full. Up to this stage. This idea also goes with that. So we may have lot of ideas, not only this. Yes. The same approach would be there even after this case. So nice. Second phase. Interesting. So, interesting. Then you will go for the next. Very interesting. Finally, okay, this approach. You will get something, a better outcome. So this is very important. Yeah. So that's why you have to go in step by step, stage by stage. So one shot we cannot make anything. So that is very important. So next week we will discuss about this innovation further. Mainly about this. Okay, mainly about this. So we will discuss this in the coming week. So this is part of that. And we will consider how this innovations coming in the commercial world. That is very important. Everything innovations. Okay. So we'll discuss this in coming week. So if I summarize this today, starting with 4I, the seed 4I, underline the importance of the knowledge. Okay, underline the importance of knowledge. Okay, and the sources of knowledge, and then the importance of getting the ideas. Yes, and we realize that knowledge should be managed to manage the ideas. Okay, we learned that knowledge should be managed to manage the ideas. See, managing knowledge, there can be strategies. That's why you cannot simply throw a problem to people and ask the solutions. But if you know how to make it, you should outline, we have to create this way the knowledge base for the people. We have to build the interest on this. Then we will have this kind of brainstorming sessions and some workshops. We will get the ideas. Out of the ideas, further moving forward, we have to outline this. That's why innovations have to be managed. If you didn't manage innovations, you know what happens here. Only this shoots out with half-baked solutions and it won't work. That's why you have to have an entire scope consideration. So, talk very nice, and this is one of the discussions we made. So this become a case study. So very nice. So we will see how practically we can use this in industries and in industrial management. Now you should realize that if you don't manage innovative ways, if your approach is not innovation management, there is no much value for your industrial management. Okay, the platform should be the innovation management. On top, you can have all the management, whatever industrial management. Okay, that's very important. This. So that's all, Bhutala. I think we will stop the class now. So any questions before stopping? Are you okay with this knowledge? Let me upload this today. Last week when I didn't upload because video was not done well, because the screens are not there in many cases. Somehow we missed the screens, but for this case we are okay. Maybe we are okay somehow. Yes, we are okay. So that's all, Bhutala. So any questions before winding up? Good. So this is the focus today, innovation funnel. Yes. So idea funnel, this mentioned. It's okay. Yes. It's mainly about ideas. That's very good. And some approaches for I based. You have some good understanding. So again, this one, creating the course to manage this. We have learned this as well. Okay, so we have started from this knowledge base today. Okay, good. So that's all, Puta. Then let me stop the class. So take care, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, take care, all of you, and see you next Sunday at the same time. So too early to give assignments, but can you remember in environmental management and cleaner production subject, for B2 students came to know this about the ecosystem. That's an essential knowledge, business and innovation ecosystems. So I'm doing that in environmental management subject, even for B1 students. You will get some exposure, but separately doing this in innovation management as innovation ecosystem would be good. Okay, these are the background preparation for this. So we have to understand that innovation ecosystems. Okay, then this innovation funnel approaches and knowledge management, there are very nice stories are there. We will talk about this afterwards. So anyway, let's proceed the class. You will learn a lot. So thank you very much once again. So let me stop the class. Good luck all of you. Later I will upload this and I will email you the lesson as well.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Putala. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.